Hey, wonderful Capricorns, welcome to your reading. This is a new moon reading. We're looking at what the new moon is bringing you, and we are doing a forecast. Really, we're asking about what is happening in the coming month for you. Now we're drawing an affirmation, and I'm actually seeing this one for you, my beautiful Capricorns. So, I am just pure magic. Capricorn, this is heavenly. Beautiful souls, what a gorgeous beginning to your reading. What an absolutely gorgeous beginning. Let us now draw an animal spirit guide. I'm actually seeing this one. Do you know, I'm seeing both of these. All of the other readings, I think we've only had one of these cards, but for you, beautiful souls, we have two. I should also just say, beautiful souls, I am doing extended readings as well. I do my extended readings on Patreon. It's where I normally do my all zodiac sign readings, but it's such a powerful month, this moon month, so I will be doing extended readings where we'll look in more depth specifically at money, career, finances, and also relationships. But it is such a powerful moon month. It really, really is. Do check out my moon month guide if you're interested in the incoming lunar energy. So I'm loving this. I am just pure magic. And then we have Lune, intuitive. Listen to the song in your soul. Trust your intuition as you have a way of knowing. Emerge from the busy life and seek more solitude. Recognize that you are unique and that you are loved. And then we have Dear, love. Be gentle with yourself. You heal with the power of love. See the light in all things. Acknowledge your self-worth and grace. So what is happening here? I feel like you are kind of like they're kind of bigging you up. Actually, that's what I feel, Capricorn. It is as if, you know, Spirit is wanting to really affirm you. Let you know how valuable you are. Let you know that your intuition is right, that your gut feelings are right. How very, very interesting. Let us just tune in. What is happening with my beautiful Capricorns? Let's draw some more cards for you. What is this new moon showing you? Now, it is interesting. The energy of the new moon, it's a new moon in Gemini. So we're going to be shown I guess all aspects, you know, of our world that, you know, maybe we need to be aware of, be conscious of. Let's see what we have here for you. Okay, so I'm seeing these cards just for now. We may well draw more, my beautiful Capricorns, or we will be drawing more cards, but just right now as your tarot cards. Okay, so we have a little bit of, isn't that interesting? A little bit of fluff coming in onto my table, out of sort of nowhere. How interesting! I feel everything that happens in a reading is there of value. Something coming in out of nowhere. So we have the card of abundance. How beautiful! Then we have the Seven of Earth. This is like the Seven of Pentacles. Then we have the Maiden. We have the Mother, and we have Journey. Okay, beautiful souls. What are we being shown here for my beautiful Capricorns? I think that there is an opportunity around you to start something new or to take a new pathway. There's the energy around you of new beginnings, like starting afresh in some area of your world, beautiful Capricorns. And maybe there is a little bit of indecisiveness around you. You're not quite sure whether to take this pathway or not. You're being bigged up here. You're being asked to believe in yourself. You're being encouraged. Most definitely. There's possibly something in your world that didn't quite work out as you had hoped. I mean, you know, that kind of happens to us all, really. I guess it's part of the ups and downs, the learning curves. But something relatively recently, I think it was relatively recent, but it wasn't a small, like a tiny happening. It was something maybe that you invested in over a period of time. You'd kind of really Yeah, you put down some roots somewhere, almost put your roots into something. Now, whether this is a career or a relationship or even an area that you were living in, but you felt you were putting down roots, you felt you had an anchor point, and somehow it's like now you're in a place of, it's not exactly burning your bridges, but yeah, something didn't come to the fruition that you actually had rather hoped it would. But actually there's something much better coming for you. You're being asked to not give yourself a hard time, not assume that because that one thing didn't work out, that there isn't something better. There actually is something better. There's a pathway of kind of fertility, abundance. And, you know, I voice abundance in its purest sense. So whether this was something connected to finances or whether it was something connected to love or a location, whatever it was, something didn't quite come to fruition, and it kind of knocked you in terms of your self-confidence. Now what I'm seeing is a new pathway emerging for you, and it is really worthy of investment. You're being bigged up, you're being asked to trust that you can make the right choices. You know, I think sometimes one of the biggest things that happens if something doesn't work out in our world, sometimes sort of inside of ourselves we then question whether we made the right decision, or we lose faith in our own ability to make the right choices. We're seeing a new pathway emerge for you here. There's fertility around you. You're being bigged up and supported and told to kind of, you know, cut yourself some slack, be gentle with yourself. There are possibilities coming into your world. You may even find yourself in this month, in the coming month, being faced with a choice or a decision here. More than one pathway you could take. Curiously enough, I sort of feel, Capricorns, that it's almost like there isn't a wrong or a right way. It's more about being encouraged to kind of explore these potentials. Check out what these possibilities might be. Check them out. Just because certain things haven't come to fruition, it doesn't mean new things won't. We're seeing a real affirmation here. I am just pure magic, and an affirmation of abundance. You're going to move through and find a new pathway in some way, shape or form, and it's going to take you. You're going to grow, basically, whatever you are stepping into. We're moving from the maiden to the mother. It's naturally going to organically grow. This new pathway will grow. It will bring abundance. And it will actually open up many, many choices in your world. There could be more than one choice available to you. This card, I think, is saying that for some of you. But, you know, for others, I think it's actually saying, look, you know, this new pathway that you're on, that you're currently exploring, this is actually going to open up other choices, other directions. How interesting. Let's draw some runes for you. Okay, so we have the rune of journey first off, and this is Rado. This does suggest you are setting forth on a new venture, and you are being guided and supported here. There are ambitions involved here, you know, so something that maybe didn't quite flourish, or do you know, there may even be something that's being slightly resurrected. Maybe you went off on a different pathway for a while, invested in something, you've been working hard, you're doing what you do, however that is. This could be a return to something as well. For some of you, resurrecting something that maybe you started some time ago and it kind of got put on hold. Its journey got interrupted almost. And actually it's now emerging again. You know, we're seeing these beautiful red apples, this fruit tree here. and they're like the same color as you know, your root chakra. And so yeah, I am seeing that there's something potentially being resurrected, something being picked up, and you pick it up and you run with it again when maybe it hadn't quite panned out before, maybe just because the timing wasn't right, and maybe because it needed some adjustment as well. Now the universe has absolutely got your back. I think you are potentially going to, this month, see a significant move forwards onto some kind of a new pathway, even if you're only in the exploratory stages, but it has great potential. I always feel this is your rune, actually, my beautiful Capricorns. It's really interesting. This is Fehu, the rune of possessions, of nourishment. It's kind of like ambition satisfied. It's got a real Capricorn, earthy, you know, you've worked for this, you deserve it kind of feel to it. So this is taking you, this moon month, in the right direction, the direction of something that has felt stuck. I'm seeing, and yeah, you're moving away from something has felt stuck, but this is definitely a month of moving forwards. I'm seeing absolute progression, and it does mean that something is coming to a close that hasn't quite worked out. I almost feel it just kind of ran its course. It doesn't even feel like it was loaded with massive disappointment. I mean, maybe for some of you there has been. Maybe for some of you, you've questioned whether you might made the right choice previously or not. But nothing's wasted. You've learned from the experience. I just feel like something in your world has run its course. And this month you are seeing a new opportunity, a new beginning, which is dead exciting. It really is. Really exciting for you. And truly, I am really pleased for you. I can see this sort of pathway of newness coming in. It will involve more work, but it's going to grow. We are moving from the maiden to the mother. This has real potential to reach the heights that you might desire to reach, my beautiful Capricorns. Let's draw some more cards for you. What else are we shown for our beautiful Capricorns? I think this is a fab month for you. Yeah, look at this, the card of fortune. This is the Wheel of Fortune. The wheel is turning. Yeah, this is a moon month where there is a significant new pathway opening for you. Something that has been feeling stuck is no longer stuck, my beautiful Capricorns. May we have more information, please, for my Capricorns? Yes. Oh, look at this. This is lovely. Now, the Knight of Discs is fascinating. I always feel, you know, in this card, you see this knight standing up so tall and so proud and so ready to kind of move forwards. And yet his horse is looking very weary. That is the right word, weary. And I always feel this, even the imagery in the background, it looks to me a little bit like I'm about to climb up Glastonbury Tor, you know, climb up to St Michael's Mount. Well, I say St Michael's Mount, St Michael's Tower. But yeah, interesting, isn't it? I've just said St Michael's Mount, which is also exactly like this. It's the climbing up of something. Yes, this pathway that's opening for you, you're climbing up the ladder. You're climbing up the ladder of success. You're climbing up the ladder of abundance. I do feel this is probably most likely to be work orientated for most of you, though it may not be. It may be, it's a general reading, so it could be some other area of your life where you have a particular ambition or a particular desire. But yeah, you're climbing up the ladder of success here. And this is the opening that you've been waiting for. This is the opening of potential that's taking you further. You've actually worked, whatever has run its course that's coming to its sort of end, and you've been feeling like it's been a bit stuck, or maybe a little bit saddened that something didn't work out for some of you. For others, it's just run its course. It's reached its natural conclusion. This is the point with this card here, that the this knight, the horse is weary. He's come a long way. And this is actually a card of harvest. It's a card of massive potential, but you still have work to do. It's kind of like when a farmer, for example, is about to bring in the harvest. They have worked so damned hard all year. They've tilled the soil, they've planted seeds, they've weeded and looked after the land, and by the time they get to the point to bring in the harvest, actually they're pretty exhausted. You know, that's the point when they could really do with a break and a holiday, but it's the point where the final push is needed to bring in the harvest and bring it to fruition. So you're being given a really interesting opportunity here. There will be, I do think it is a new work opportunity. It will take you up that ladder of success. There will be more work to come, and you may even be feeling just a bit tired. So cut yourself some slack. You're quite right. You've worked solidly to get to where you are. You deserve what is coming to you, but the wheel is about to turn. Cut yourself some slack, emerge from the busy life and seek more solitude. Recognize you're unique, you're loved. Take some time out here to kind of replenish. Make sure you recharge your batteries at the end of the day. If you are a bit of a workaholic, make sure that you do actually take time to stop, that you take regular little breaks during the day just to, just to go out and smell the roses. Make sure that you replenish during this phase of transition. Yes, you're about to launch into, I think, something very new. Take your time, be steady in your endeavors. This is a new pathway. It's taking you up the ladder of success, the mountain of success. We have abundance here. So, and yes, some of you may be rekindling or going back to something. There was a spark of something before. I think it will be different in its form. It won't be the same as it was. But, something new is emerging here of great fertility. There is a harvest to be brought in for you. Let me move those over for one moment so you can see all the cards. Now, my beautiful Capricorns, I'm going to draw a card, another card, very specifically for a particular date. I've been doing this in every one of these readings. If you have checked out my moon update, where I look at the forecast of the moon and the incoming lunar energy, which is really will give you a flavour of when to push forward, when to relax, when to get still and meditate, all that kind of stuff, because the lunar energy is very powerful. She moves very quickly around us, and she kind of amplifies the incoming energy of the other planetary influences at different times. So it's an interesting video to watch, actually, if you're interested in manifesting, and particularly with the moon and the lunar energy. Now, we have an interesting time coming up. On the 21st, we have the solstice, and then between the 22nd and the 23rd, when the moon moves from Leo into Cancer, we actually have what we call a void of course period. This is very common when the moon moves from one sign to another. There's a little space in between, and at that point in time, the lunar energy is not being channeled through the personality of the sign, really the energy of a particular sign. Now, this can be very small. Excuse me. Oh, do please excuse me. This can be a very small little period, or it can be a very long one. And in this instance, it's actually a 17.5-hour period, which is extremely long and actually quite unusual to get such a long period. And I think if you are feeling indecisive or a little bit wobbly or a little bit uncertain of yourself or a bit self-critical, then you might feel a little bit out at sea, a bit unanchored. On the other hand, if you are really, really focused and you know your direction, it can feel very liberating. So depending on what's happening in the unique circumstances of our world, this is a very interesting key date. So I'm going to draw a card very specifically for you, beautiful Capricorns, about this particular period of time. It's a natural turning point anyway, the solstice. So, this could be a time when this pathway becomes much clearer for you, or it's shown to you. And so maybe please ask, may we have information please for our beautiful, that's your card, beautiful Capricorns. Release the past. How interesting. Okay. Releasing the past does not mean that we forget, nor does it mean that if something bad happens that this was okay. It means that we make a personal choice to no longer allow our history to dictate and shape our life, both now in our present time and in our future. Now, what I'm hearing in this card for you, Capricorns, is that maybe it is around this time, it is highly possible that around this time you may experience something of some self-doubt, or that inner criticism that goes on when we are facing decisions, or we procrastinate, or we think, I don't know what the choice to make here is, and I'm a bit worried about letting go of one thing and moving to another. And the key issue here is not about making a wrong choice. It's actually about your trust. It's like letting go of your lack of belief in yourself, in your ability to make the right choices. It's like releasing that, wherever that comes from. And for some of you, this is way back into your history. It could go back into past lives where you didn't have choices and you felt disabled in some way by choice. Actually, choice, you're being encouraged here to recognize choice as an opportunity. There is a really fantastic opportunity coming to you, beautiful Capricorns. A new pathway opening. It's a doorway to abundance. It's beautiful. And truly, you are being asked to sort of trust in yourself and allow this to flow into being. You know, it means letting go of literally of any of those personal, internal kind of, I mean, we all have them, don't we? I think it's part of being human, those internal voices that where you put yourself down or don't believe in yourself enough. Something is really opening up for you here, and the energy is actually quite amazing, beautiful Capricorns. So my beautiful souls, this is your reading for the month. I am actually seeing so much potential, but I can see you feeling quite tired, but you've worked to be where you are, and more is coming. This is like it's a doorway to abundance opening for you, a doorway to success. So, you know, it's yours for the taking, my beautiful Capricorns. I am going to move on and do your extended readings. You're very welcome to join me if you wish. And beautiful souls, I wish you an amazing month. Do check out that lunar monthly update. There is a ton of information there for you in terms of the overall flow of energy. I always personally have found the incoming energy of the moon, as I've learned about it, really valuable because it helps to keep me on an even keel. Super souls, sending you all the love in the world. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, for being a part of this wonderful community here on YouTube. Tons and tons of love, my beautiful Capricorns, and I look forward to seeing you for another reading soon. Tons of love to you all. I will put the link, by the way, to Patreon just in the information below for any of you who wish to dive into greater detail about money, career, finances, and relationships. Super souls. Bye.